my distinct privilege to introduce our commencement speaker, Dr. William Dunn. An author, entrepreneur, professor, and veteran, Dr. Dunn is the founder of the Dunn Foundation, a nonprofit organization providing food and community resources to underserved communities in Washington, D.C. and Los Angeles. He has written 3 inspirational books and traveled the world as a motivational speaker. Dr. Dunn has also appeared on NBC News, Roland Martin's Black Star Network, and the Washington Times for his community work and commitment to helping others. And he was recently honored with the Joseph Biden Presidential Lifetime Achievement Award for his service and foundation work. Dr. Dunn holds a bachelor's degree from Longwood University, a master's from the University of Maryland University College, and I am very proud to say he earned his doctorate in educational leadership from Capella University. Dr. Dunn is excited to share his message with you today. Please give him a warm welcome to one of our own, Dr. William Dunn.
All right, we're gonna get this thing started. When I say it's not about how you start, you gotta say it's how you finish. It's not about how you start. Wait a minute now, this don't sound like y'all excited to be graduating. It don't sound like you put that work in. Now, I'm gonna try this one more time. Now, if you're excited about graduating, if you're a family member, you're excited they're graduating, I want you to make sure you scream as loud as you can, as we stated earlier, like you're at a Beyonce concert. Any of y'all who like Beyonce. And if not, let's just make sure we let everybody know. When I say it's not about how you start, you say it's how you finish. It's not about how you start. It's how you finish. That's what I'm talking about right there. I am super proud of each one of you all. Before we get started, I want to first say thank you to Dr. St. Germain and the Capella staff and faculty and the board of trustees and everyone who put this event together for inviting me to come out. You know, you never know the path of life and where God will take you, right? Like, you never know. Like, some of you all everyone should be proud of where you are now and the work that you put in that allow you to get to this point right here. This is a milestone of accomplishment that you've accomplished that no one else can take from you. And I want each one of you to be proud. But before we get into that, I want to also recognize some important people. So I want the graduates to help me to recognize the parents, the supporters. Give them a round of applause. The cousins, the aunts, the grandparents. Come on now, y'all can do better than that now. Let's not forget who was with you, man, when you needed them, huh? And then last but not least, everybody in here, everybody in this house, we're gonna break this house down. We're gonna make sure we celebrate right now to the 2024 Capella graduates. Let's everybody make some noise for them right now. Come on now, that don't sound like we're at a Beyonce concert. Absolutely, I am super proud of you, and I hope you're super proud of yourself. And remember how you started, remember your journey, right? Because it's not about how you start. Yes, so remember that, right? Some of you all, and everybody should remember when you first started at Capella. Some of you all probably didn't even think you was gonna like Capella. Some of y'all didn't think you was gonna like your faculty. Some of y'all didn't think y'all was gonna like the class, right? But you fought through it. You fought through it, right? Those long study hours, those commitments, that commitment that you made because you had a purpose. You had a purpose. You kept your eyes on the prize. You knew it was something that was going to be at the other side. And so I want you to take that with you. Use that. Use that in your life. When you're going through some challenges, it's okay. It's all right. You'll be able to have the strength and the endurance to be able to get through it, just like you did here. If you go back and think about it, some of you all not thinking that you may not be here, but you was wondering how it was going to happen, right? Taking care of home, taking care of your responsibilities, studying, missing important events because you had work to do. You couldn't go to the party. How many of y'all missed the parties? Right? On vacations, right? You had a paper that was due on vacation, right? And as I spoke to the other class, some of you all were probably doing your work while you was at work. Oh, I was the only one that was doing that, huh? But that's part of it. But now you're here, right? You came here. You're here, graduated. And you should be super proud of yourself. This is a tool, this is something that you could be able to use that can take you through anything that's in your life. Now, it's going to be some challenges. It's going to be some challenges. As I stated before, my grandmother was 102 years old before she passed away. And she always taught with good spirit. And she said that the sun doesn't shine every day, and neither does it rain. But you can be able to use the challenges that you had when you was going through school. You can transfer that over in your life, knowing that it's always going to be better on the other side. And this is the other side right here. How many of y'all know this is the other side right here? Huh? Like you did it. You did it. You worked hard. Now it's time for a new journey. Some of you all are going to go into the workforce, and some of you all may continue your education. Some of you all may continue to start your own business. Whatever you decide to do, make sure you have a purpose. Make sure you don't allow those challenges when you start there. Also, too, to keep you from thinking about what's going to be on the other side and putting that work in. Use the same energy and drive that you used to get to this point to graduate as a reminder that you can get through anything. And this degree, it's going to go with you forever. No one can ever take this away from you. And you should be super excited about the fact that you graduated. And some of you all know your story. Some of you all know that there's some people, man, that didn't always, man, make you feel like they was a champion for your growth. I have a student, as a professor, I have a student that once told me when she was in class how she felt that no one in her family kind of believed in her at that moment. She was a single parent trying to raise her kids. She was like, Dr. Dunn, you always stay focused on telling me, man, that I could be able to make it through. And she wasn't quite sure she could make it through. But after 3.5 years and working hard and 2 jobs, she did it. Just like some of you, some of your stories, in terms of where you came from and what you went through and the challenges that you were faced with before you started, while you was going to school, and now you're here. Because it's not about how you start. Now, I'm gonna, share a few words with you guys and leave you guys with some words about living your life to have impact, right? Not to try to impress people, but to be impressive, right? To focus on that, focus on being yourself, not trying to live for somebody else. Live for who you are. Live for what it is that you want to be able to do. This right here should not be the end game. Continue to keep chasing learning. Now, degrees might not be for everybody, but learning is. Growth comes from learning. The moment you decide you don't want to learn anymore, it kind of minimizes your growth. See, each one of you decided that you was going to keep chasing learning. Every class, every test, every quiz, every paper. Now, I know some of y'all are probably not going to keep those papers. Probably throw them away, maybe. But nevertheless, though, use that energy to help you to be able to get past anything. The world is waiting for your talents. The world is waiting for your talents. And be able to be an example for how you want your kids or your family members to be able to see about perseverance and pushing through. I'm proud of you guys as if I'm graduating right now. And I hope that everybody around here is proud of you. And I hope everyone celebrates you. I hope you celebrate yourself. Because sometimes we can get distracted with the challenges of life that we forget to celebrate who we are and what we've done. But I'm going to take a moment right now, and I'm going to celebrate you. And I'm going to ask every single person in here to help me to celebrate you. So if you're a graduate, that's a single parent, stand up. If you're a graduate, that's a husband or a wife, stand up. If you're a graduate that served in the military, stand up. If you're a graduate over the age of 18, stand up. If you're a graduate over the age of 50, stand up. I'm talking about make some noise right now, everybody. Celebrate what you did. You're in an elite group now. You guys are in an elite group. Now, as a Capella graduate, we can all now say to others, they're not like us. So I want each and every one of you to know that this is your day. Keep your light shining. Don't let anybody